Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Chemistry. In this video, we will learn blow molding. It is one of the fabrication methods. Let's see what is blow molding. It is a process used extensively for the production of bottles and other hollow plastic items with thin walls. It is also used to manufacture containers, automotive fuel tanks, venting ducts, watering cans, etc. The objects produced may range in size from 1 ounce to few hundred gallons. Basically, it involves two steps. First is Parison formation from the plastic material, and second is blowing the parison into the shape of desired part. There are two types of techniques which are used in the blow molding. The first is extrusion blow molding, which is characterized by scrap production. And the second is injection blow molding, which is versatile, scrap free, and is accepted by processors. First we will see extrusion blow molding. There are two types of extrusion blow molding. First is continuous and second is intermittent. First we will see continuous extrusion blow molding. In continuous process, a continuous parison is formed at a rate which is synchronized with the rates of part blowing, cooling, and removal. As you can see in the diagram, the parison is first placed between the halves of the mold. In the second step, the mold closes around the parison. In the third step, the parison, still molten, is pinched off and inflated by an air blast that forces its wall against the inside contours of the cooled mold. In the fourth step, when the piece has cooled enough to have become solid, the mold is opened and the finished product is ejected. Let us see now intermittent extrusion blow molding. The equipment is same as that of injection molding as we have seen in the earlier videos. It consists of a machine with the respective mold parts. It has a hooper at the top and a motor aside. In extrusion blow molding, an extruder is used to plasticize the resin and form the parison. For this, we will take all the ingredients which are required to manufacture the material into a hooper. With the gravitational force, it is taken inside the machine. When we start the motor, all the ingredients are pushed into the heater region. Parison from a molten thermoplastic resin is then entrapped between the two halves of the mold of a desired shape. Air, usually at about 100 psi, is blown into the soft parison. It is followed by curing process. The part is cooled and removed from the mold. Excess of plastic material or flash accompanying the molded part is trimmed and reclaimed for the use. That is how plastic bottles or such articles are manufactured using extrusion blow molding. Let's see injection blow molding. It is non-continuous cyclic process consisting of two phases. In the first case, parison is molded by injecting melted plastic into a steel mold cavity where it is kept hot and conditioned. In the second step, the parison is metered into the blow mold where the blowing operation takes place to form the final part. There are various advantages of injection blow molding over extrusion blow molding. First is good quality of molded part and productivity. Second is there is no flash production. Molded part neither has pinch of scar from flash nor requires additional trimming. Molded parts show hardly any variation in weight, wall thickness and volume. The only disadvantage of the injection blow molding is only blow molding parts with limited size and shape and without handles are feasible. Let us see the final part, that is the application. These are all articles which are prepared using injection blow molding or extrusion blow molding. Thanks for watching. If you like, click subscribe for more such videos.